You're welcome to Event from Ivory Tower. In this week's edition, we'll be looking at Department of Political Science holds roundtable discussion. Igbo Village and Center for African Civilization performs Iriji Festival. Also, UNIZIK holds 91st inaugural lecture. From these and more, join us as we unveil issues and events as they come on UNIZIK 94.1 FM. My name is Theophilus Ukoha. The Vice Chancellor Nnamdi Azikiwe University Awka Professor Charles Okechukwu Esimone has described Iriji Festival as an aspect of Igbo culture that has survived the onslaught of modernity. This was contained in his address at the 2023 Iriji Festival organized by the University Directorate of Igbo Village and Center for African Civilization in collaboration with the State Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Tourism, Anambra State Ministry of Health, and the Office of the Special Advisor to Anambra State Government on Indigenous Medicine and Herbal Practice. The occasion took place at the Faculty of Arts Arena, which was blessed by the presence of both present and immediate past vice chancellors of the university, state commissioners, professors, staff, students, and so many distinguished personalities. The vice chancellor commended the director of Igbo Village and Civilization, Very Reverend Father Professor Bonacristus Umogo, and his team for their unrelenting efforts to lift the directorate to higher pedestal. He further noted that their efforts have led to the commissioning of UNIZIK Center for Traditional Medicine, a UNIZIK Medical Center, as well as unveiling of the Usoku Igbo, all in the main campus. Reverend Father Bonacristus Umogo has this to say.
Ayom Chineke biko onye ọ nọ n'ebe a ekere ka n'ụzọ pụrụ iche ya bụ na ọ bụ egwu ka anyị na-eme na ndị Igbo ga-eji omenala aga abụ omenala na-eme omenelu ọ bụ nkụja mba na-ayọrọ mba nri bụrụ anyị Chineke ji ike ka ọ nata na gozie ibe ụlọ anyị ga-eme a ga-emesi atata n'afọ Jizọs ogara agba ọsọ a ga-emeta ihe n'ụzọ Chineke si etozi amara Chineke bụzigo ebe a n'ụzọ pụrụ iche n'afọ Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị ada hapụ isi aka abụọ oriọ ekwuru na atụghị anya anụ ihe n'isi maka na anụ ji ọgụ afọ ụzọ bụ aja n'ụgwọ bụ na-ayọ n'ụzọ pụrụ iche ka Chineke kelee ụlọ ekere ka nke ekene n'aba Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị.
On his part, the chairman of the occasion, Professor Brian Adimma, eulogized the arrangements made by the center to promote tradition and Igbo cultural heritage.
Ndị jọpụtara anyị ebe a na mmemme a na-eme ndị ga-ahazi ife a na-eme taa ka o wee ihe ife ma ọka dibịa dị na ya ma ndị na-echukwa isi nri dị na ya anyị na-ekele unu ncha niile na-asị unu nnọọ na-ekelekwa ndị na-ahazi ife a na-eme maka nọọ aka nyere azụ o ji wee gbakọ agbakọ ọ ndị mmadụ na-ahazi mmemme a na-eme taa nnekwu anya ka ife si dị ebe a okwu na ọ bụrụ ife emere n'okwu ụbọchị o tegori akpawara nkata a na-alọ ndị taa anyị na-ekelefa ife niile ha mebiri wee kwuo otu ọ dị taa nke a bụ nke ugboro ịtọ na ịnọ na-anọ na mmemme a. Arụ ịnọ ndị anọ na mmemme a. Anyị ife nchọpụtara bụ kwa ahọ a na-esiwanye ike, na-abawanye n'uju, na-emejupụta omenala Igbo. O doro m anya na mgbe a ga-eme nke ahụ ọzọ, ife ka ife ga-emekwa karịa otu ọ dị kịta, maka na ndị usoro na-akpọ wee gosi na a na-eme omenala Igbo. Egbe ga na-ada, egbe nduru na-ada, ewee marụ na ndị Igbo na ebe a. Onye na-agafe ọ nọrọgodu n'ụgbọala na-aga n'Ulo Express, ọ na-ajụ gịnị na-eme ebe a, ewee si ya na ife na-eme ebe a, na ndị Igbo pụtara na-eme mmemme eji marụfa. A na-ekene ndị senta anụwa maka ifefa mebere erigo nne ọkwanụ, maka na enwere onye na-akwado fa, o wee bụrụ onye isi mahadum anya kwụ ife niile na-eme n'azụ. Ife a na-eme n'ụlọ akwụkwọ erika, mana onye nọ n'ilo amụrụ na ife a na-eme erika. Onye isi mahadum anya n'ebe a, o jego mmemme dara ụda tupu o wee bịa nke a na-eme taa. Ọ Chukwu ka anyị na-ekele, maka na ọ bụrụ na Chukwu enyere anyị ya, onye na-adị otu a, mana Chukwu enyeghị anyị ya ọdị otu a, anyị na-ekele Chukwu maka na ife anyị bịara ime tata bụ mmemme omenala Igbo. A na-eme a na-apụkwu anya na ndị ntorobịa na ndị agbọghọ ka na-amụta ife a na-eme ka o wee dịrị ọkpụtọrọkpụ, maka na ụfọdụ n'ime anyị agbadawago, mana ọ yara dị mma anyị gbadachaa ndị ya nọchite anya yara dị eme ama ife a na-eme ka fa ghara ịrapụ omenala n'ọnwa omenelu, maka na ya chọrọ omenelu. Ya na ana m ekele ụmụ akwụkwọ bịara ebe a taa. Anyị na-atụ anya na arọ ọzọ ndị ga-abịa akarị onye bịara n'arọ.
Ọgbaji bụ isi ọkụ n'ala Igbo. Iri isi ka anyị nọ n'ime ya wee na-asị Chukwu nna ga-anọnyere anyị. Anyị ga na-eri iji a na-eme emume a ụwara anyị na-afụ gịnị emume Igbo n'ọdịnihu.
For his part, the Commissioner for Entertainment, Mr. Don Onyenji, also expressed optimism that when really established, the Igbo village will serve a lot more in promoting Igbo language and culture.
No daughter will ever see their discover Bongo Park. They will never see their discover River Niger. Or Pante Maruko Mbobia. And so we invite you. And why they do? And I will invite Jackie. Who are going back? Or young Bobna, no one by you know. No good as he message to me. Pasabazia, Paima, depending on the Imagine when I'm there, wherever they get, Babutelo, you are taking the money for never. That's what I look at here. I'm also at the correction. Yeah, who you want to remake it here, but I know the poor. What would they have organic hot drink? That's what no kai kunu with that. Okay, the kai. If I go to wedding, if I would do it, I need you to have a more grass and over there. I can't believe you. Here is even your region. I have a program because we are to us after. You have a base of it. How about the minute to run your channel? I think over your telling your program need a kind of chapel with jealous level. No one need to like to be ever. So now, all of them, I don't make a little scene. The government of Anambra State presently only CIO Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo Okamota Kobu CFR Chalima Mbafo go see No, I'm for any more I couple I got your brother Adibo. I won't wake up along Baba. I won't come for Bologna. Now we look at excuse me. So, if I name governor, no organic, I am. Now, but I can't I now was in a government house. Now, even in the government in the map, organic. See, what there is no business in getting here. I want to get a break. Now, I can't go to whatever organic. About the same cause of what they are wrong. I say the best. I say all condos who made us up to the beer. Dalushing them. I'm almost safe. How do we come to the black of Blue? There's a kind of saying, you know, I don't know, close here. I ain't no campaign students. More than mother. Padabona, even a Mekanko, not a people in eBay, you may even. Dalushing them. I can't use on the island. Kind of that. You try and they will know about from the Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Tourism. Now, for government, kind of soon to see a little more from me. All I don't know, I have not got you. There was a people. All them are in from 27 to 30th of this month. I am an arts and crafts exhibition. Follow for their festival, normal event center. When you go now, well, into arts and crafts. Nabia at the ministry. But when flyer, the blue corner, Quato, Piano, Pressing, all kinds of by the people. And I find a woman go where they live.
Nnamdi Azikiwe University holds her 91st inaugural lecture series. Vice Chancellor Professor Charles Esimone, in his opening remark, said inaugural lecture has been the mandate of his administration to ensure that it continues and brings professors who have established their beat to present their area of specialty for research and learning.
So this is the general we're unveiling today, and this general has to tell us what he has done. And I want to assure us that it's going to be a very wonderful time. I want to spend listening to him conventionally. I want to listen. We're not going to ask him any question. You're not going to open that. I ain't going to who can assist that. I'll say no deep or chat. I don't know who accept it because he's a professor of that area. So I want to thank him and the wife, and also thank again the committee of our people who are watching on social media. I get a lot of reports. From social media about the conduct of another lecture, the quality of the lectures, and these are the things that have helped us to improve. There are areas where they have also told us to make improvement, and I'm sure that they will testify that we took those comments very positively and have improved significantly. So today again, it's another opportunity. I'm thanking them for always being a wonderful audience and for the feedback. And we look forward to a very wonderful 91st inaugural lecture presented by Professor Kenneth Ukoha. On behalf of the Senate, it's my honor, singular privilege, to declare this 91st inaugural lecture to be presented by Professor Kenneth Ukoha. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
The inaugural lecturer, Professor Kenneth Eze of the Department of Radiology, Faculty of Medicine, dissects on the topic Radiology in Nigeria, high-tech medicine in technology-challenged low-resource setting.
It used to be that anytime there is a difficult case, any of the departments, surgery, medicine, pediatrics, the doctors together say, okay, let's go and see what the radiologists will say. And all of us will walk behind them and we go to the radiology department and they put the X-ray or whatever. And then everybody will be discussing academics. And after that, we will come back and that if the road is clear. That was what we had. Radiology was academics, every time checking the book and all that. These people that other doctors are consulting, who are they? That was why I entered radiology. Because radiology, we saw them as consultants. While the patient consult the other doctors go to consult the radiologist. Thank you very much. So So what is radiology? What is radiology? Before 1895, there was no thing called radiology. There was a man called Wilhelm Röntgen. He was investigating cattle rate. What they were actually looking was how to convert iron to gold. They were using all sorts of rays, thinking that it would cause radioactivity and to convert iron to gold. There was a lot of experiments that time using all types of rays. The one Friday when his colleagues in the lab didn't come, so he was investigating somehow, placed his hand somewhere, and he was able to see the bones of his hand. He used paper and place, and they could not stop it. This thing must be new, and he took that weekend to do a lot of experiments, discovered that was a new type of ray. He now published it, which he called X-ray. He said a new type of ray. He showed the image of his wife's finger, which he took, and it was like a boom. So from that date, within less than 1 year, you have almost 1,000 X-ray machines in Europe and America, and 1,000 publications. Röntgen won the first Nobel Prize. So before that time, how was doctors able to see the inside of the body? If somebody had what we call acute abdomen, you have to open up and see what is the problem. If it's not something you can have do that day, you close it up and go and plan. So there was no means of seeing the inside of the body what is happening. The X-ray gave the first glimpse of seeing inside the body. What we are saying is that there is a type of ray, just like light ray. This type of light you are seeing is a different type that is transparent to the human body, to the flesh. So only the bones will sort of shield it. That's the simple explanation of an X-ray. That was how it was discovered. Now, let me just go to the studies we did in Irwa. Immediately I left my residency in Benin to Irwa, I was confronted with Lassa fever. Lassa fever, we come to the hospital, you see patients, somebody is discussing with you, and it come like all of us were afraid, nurses, doctors, everybody. So that was how we started the investigation of Lassa fever. Every doctor was afraid. So we said, if we keep on being afraid, we are not going to solve this problem. So we started some of the investigations of Lassa fever using the X-rays we do now. That time, they don't allow us to do X-ray on Lassa fever because they believe that you are taking the X-ray you are taking the patient to an enclosed place and that it's going to affect everybody. But we convinced the hospital to move the X-ray to a more open place where we do assess them. That was the first investigation we did on Lassa fever.
The Department of Political Science, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, recently held a roundtable discussion on the rumbles in the West African sub-region, causes, dynamics and challenges. The discussion, which encompassed both physical and virtual participants, had 4 panelists and was held at Ozoka Building, Faculty of Social Science, UNIZIK. The Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Frank Collins Okafor, said that a look at the history of coups in Africa always end up with having a repeat of the elements that prompted it in the first place. Professor Okafor reiterated that the things that led to coup are being repeated, and a deeper evaluation shows that the leaders of the coup in West Africa did not intervene for the people, but for some personal mission.
We have been able to install, for the first time in the history of the university, electronic smart board. And electronic smart board is where the world is now in terms of the creation of smart rooms or smart halls or smart classrooms. So it is a hybrid digital instrument that enables direct teaching and receiving of lectures, wherever anyone can be. It's also an instrument used for conferences, especially hybrid conferences, just like the one the political science did. And through it, students or people or participants from all over the world can join in a particular class at the same time. It is an arrangement based on the technicalities in the equipment or in the facility, through which you can see your audience, and your audience can also see you at the same time, simultaneously. It has state-of-the-art facilities. It is a massive equipment in terms of capacity. It is a very massive one, but it looks smart. When you see it, it looks smart. But what it has is something, if it were in the olden days, would have required a very big lorry. You know, that kind of a thing. We've been able to not only to install it, we enabled it and we started using it. And that is why the last roundtable by the Political Science Department was held in that smart room, at Uzoka Center. And it was a very big success. The digital cameras were installed to the facility. It captured all the participants, captured all the presentations, captured everything, and also captured online participants or audience, all at the same time. Each group was seeing the other group. So the essence is that, just as I said, it is where the world is. It is where the educational sector is at the moment. Because with that, a lecturer that is teaching, while teaching, can make references. Because it has a touch screen where you can be demonstrating what you are teaching. For instance, for those of us in international relations, if you are teaching about the United Nations, for instance, you can just touch anywhere there and go to the United Nations. You see how they are working, what is going on there, the sessions. And the students will be seeing it, and they will be understanding what you are saying. And then you may have some other materials you want to share to the students. You will be showing them, because it also makes use of the computer system. So you can be showing the students what you are talking about. If you are talking about the United States President, you bring him out there. They are saying it is just touching the screen, and at times you ask it to search for this. It searches this for you while you are there, and it shows you there. For those that are under the classes that are interested in geography or something like that, if you want to see where America is situated, you just touch America. It boosts down, and then shows you everything. And another thing about it is that even when a lecturer is not ready to be in the classroom, you can ask your students to go to the class. They will go to the class and be there. You will be at the comfort of your room. You will be talking to them as if you are in the class, because they will be seeing your full view. You will be teaching, and they will be there taking notes. They can ask questions, they can discuss, they can interact, even without the lecturer being there. And some other people who are not even in that class can also join from other places. So, and it also exposes to students to the realities of the time, so that when they graduate, they won't be seeing some of those things as strange, when they get into the world, because that is where the world is now. So it facilitates teaching, because you can even share your lecture notes, even when you are not even ready to come to classes. The students can now go to the smart room, access what you have been able to upload, and then make use of them. And then the smart board, for instance, it has a very smart screen. Before we were talking about magnetic screen, the one they call whiteboard or something like that. So this one is an electronic board. It has its own electronic stick. And you just touch the thing, whatever you want to do, you touch it, it writes it for you. And the same way you can clean without scratching the screen. You just touch a button, the icon, it cleans the board, what you have written. So it has a lot of advantages over what we had or what we've been having. That is the way to go, because it is even inspiring to the lecturer and to the students, because it inspires the students just as it inspires the lecturer. You will have loved to see the enthusiasm exhibited by participants in that particular roundtable, including those that came from the other. In short, they were marveled, because the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Denis Osadebe University, Asaba, was one of the discussants, and some others. They were surprised that UNIZIK at this level is operating at that level.
On his part, the head of department, Political Science Department, Professor Jaja Wanebo, expressed optimism that with the emergence of new form of teaching and learning, university education will cut across all spheres that promote human dignity.
The smart board, we know, is intended for us not to be regulated in participation, so that one, resource persons from every part of the country can take part. For example, We had somebody from the National Defense College joining us. We had somebody from Bayes University joining us, who was a former director at National Institute of International Affairs. We have also other participants. These ones joined us as resource persons. We also had other participants that took part from different parts of the country, including the president of our association, who is an expert in international relations and West African politics. So the smart board idea is to help us harvest a limitless participation as is obtainable the world over now. So we don't limit ourselves and people joining on knowledge that we can get to only people that are immediately available or that are able to come in person. As a matter of fact, with that board now, I have concluded arrangement with 2 professors from the universities in the United States who are Eastern Igbos and that have agreed to join in teaching especially our graduate students from there. So with that board, it's easier for them to have their class at our convenience, that will also be their convenience, without necessarily coming into Nigeria to teach them. So the smart board is a limitless opportunity, actually. It's a new world altogether. With this, Nnamdi Azikiwe University and the Faculty of Social Sciences, for instance, is now mainstreamed into the international scholarship templates, that we can join the classes, students' classes and lectures in other universities in the country. They can also join us from their areas in this place. The integrativeness is superb. It's a beautiful opportunity for us to be part of what is happening elsewhere now in teaching and learning. From the presentations made and the interventions, to understand clearly both the causes, the dynamics, the consequences, and what we can do to avert the continuation of that rumble. Remember, it's now moving like a wildfire from one country to the other, and all are sharing the same history, our colonial history. The British colonized societies are also not insulated from that, because we all actually are passing through the same strengths and trends of neo-colonial hardship. So there are quite a lot of recommendations on how best the countries in West Africa and of course African sub-region can organize their governance template so that people will not be under pressure, especially the military boys that are looking for an opportunity will not be under pressure, will not have the opportunity to have a reason to want to come in. Remember, like the conference said, the military guys have gone through African countries at different times and they have not improved on the system of governance. Now they are using the excuse of failure of governance to return back to these countries, and they may continue using that excuse to want to also infiltrate other nations that are for now not under the military. So our idea is that if we can improve on our governance, the military men will not have any reason to come in, and then improvement begets improvement. Advancement begets advancement. With time, by the grace of God, we will have a stable system and development will be achieved.
It is on this note that we come to the end of the program Events from the Ivory Tower. On behalf of the executive producer, Professor Ifeoma Dunu, and Unizik 94.1 FM station manager Ifeobi, and also my hard-working reporters, Dr. Ike Nwokedi, Chidebere Akalawu, Jennifer Isidienu. My name is Theophilus Ukoha, Gentle Daddy on the radio. Join me again, same time, same station next week.
Fountain of knowledge and of wisdom, source of our hope and confidence, where freedom through education we gain, with